I think it gives you a security blanket to say, well, I'm embedding my ethos, my style of play, my philosophy, playing through the thirds and all that bollocks. And I think it gives them like a security blanket. I always say you don't tell a dart player, oh, you missed the bullseye, but you threw it with a curve and it looked really good. Football's the only sport where there's levels of bullshit to it. But you say, what's my ethos? I say winning.
Yeah.
You got to win. That's it. That's
the main thing. Like I say, I've had that conversation the last couple of years. A lot of the managers, old school managers that are just known for winning, are falling out the game.
Yeah.
And then you've got all these up and coming younger managers that have got that ethos, got that way of playing. Don't change it. We've just seen it with Amorim at Man United.
I was going to say.
Have a certain formation they want to play. Don't adapt for some reason just to win games. You know what I mean? You've got to adapt with what players you've got and what league you're in. And you have to be like I said, everything's about winning. Because if you don't win, you're out of a job or you're not earning.
I say this back in the day, like I'm going to have a moan now. But, you know, I've seen United 1-0 down, 5 minutes left, and they're still passing it round the back.
Yeah.
I think, fucking get it forward.
Or changing the centre half. Should have been the centre half off.
What you do, it does not make any sense.
No, I know, yeah. That's frustrating.
Square peg round house, so he's got his little tactic board and he's just sticking to the tactic board. So get you, and I understand that, it's a massive part of it, but get your head out of that, get it in the game, get it in the moment. And people say don't play the occasion. Sometimes I think play the fucking occasion.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why the underdogs always beat the fucking, you know, the giant killers, because they're playing the occasion.
You've got to throw a caution to win sometimes. Just say, instead of changing the centre half, let's put a centre half up front.
Yeah, you've got to play.
Just cheat in there. Yeah.
Suarez biting, and I don't condone it, but, you know, there's a player, one of the best players ever, and he's biting people in games because that's the difference maker. That's what he'll do.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? That's been a bit of a subject for me since I've done my badges.
Yeah.
Of like, what do I want to be as a manager? If I got an interview tomorrow and a chairman said, "What are you as a manager?" I want to win games. I do want to play a certain style of football, but I think that just so many factors depend on that. Like what level you're at, what players you've got in the building. Same with the formations. I'd love to say I'm going to go in and I want to play 4-3-3, which I like playing and I think is a good formation. But if I go to a team that got no wingers or they've got no players to play in a 4-3-3, I'm not just going to stick to that and try and put players that shouldn't be playing in certain positions